Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias. Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be trees here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then you won't be sad as you're getting on. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Alright friends, we are now arriving at New Orleans Square Station. So please remain fully seated until the train has come to a complete stop here at the station. This will be your stop, as I said, for our attraction, which is Winnie the Pooh ride. Fill up our tank every other trip. Just like us, the train needs water. Just a little bit of H2O to H2GO. Our next stop will be Toontown Depot. Next stop, Toontown Depot. Please remain seated. And thank you for your patience.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, I think everyone's here.
Squeeze in. Oh, that's cold.
What's cold?
When you sit down and your wet thing just like against it.
Oh, thankfully that part of me has a poncho on it.
Poncho?
Poncho.
A poncho.
Just take a picture of this. Plastic bag train. The only non-plastic bag train.
This picture. Alrighty. Can everyone see the camera?
The camera's there.
Oh dear. Although it's good to have the dog make a face.
Is that how you're feeling about it? Might as well express it.
This picture is really cool, hey, like when you like hold it and
What?
Oh, what is happening there?
so
Oh,
it like
and then-
selects the people and then you can copy it and like put
That's
it
so
in.
weird.
It is weird, but it's cool.
Is
So
that
like you can select the job.
after the update?
I guess only people that
I can't remember when it came out.
probably not too long ago.
Like you can put like
That is so cool.
yeah, so it's desirable in your photo. Select the ones
You
you
can
want.
just take them out? That's like the...
And then put them in other pictures. On the home screen.
Remain
Yeah, he
fully
wasn't
seated.
there.
Keeping all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside of the train. Parents, please supervise your children, keeping them away from any train opening. They're seated on a bench or on a lap next to you. Up ahead, our next stop will be Toontown Depot, your gateway to Fantasyland.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location on an unlit weather place. If you look real hard, you'll find Primeval. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures.
Somewhere in the park itself.
There's like one place in Disneyland, and you have to be a member of a certain club. But at California Adventureland,
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters in store. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal
So please remain fully seated until the train has come to a complete stop. Once again, please remain fully seated until the train has completely stopped at the station. This will be your stop for attractions, such as Tomorrowland. Actually, we don't have water in Tomorrowland right now. It's actually not Tomorrowland. The Matterhorn Mountain Bob Sled, the Spinning Teacup, Peter Pan Sled, Flying Devil Ride, and many more. This will be your gateway to Fantasyland.
Next one.
And it's supposed to open again like by the 23rd.
Hello, friends.
your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
trees, like little kid stuff.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, it was good because it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's like the whole adventure corner.
We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined.
Oh, it's lovely.
Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters. And if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a March 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships, or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Alright, Space Rangers, we are now ready for the future. Here in Tomorrowland. So please remain seated. The train has come to a complete stop here at the station. This will be your stop for attraction. Control 6, Space Mountain, Star Tours, Astro Orbiter, the Disneyland Monorail, and many more. Welcome to the future. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Disneyland Railroad. We are currently on Holiday 5. So please remain seated, keeping all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Parents please supervise your children, keeping them away from any train speed. Seated on a bench or the left next to you. Up ahead, our next stop will be Main Street, USA. But before then, we're going to take a slight detour through the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. We're going to be entering a dark tunnel. Before we enter, we just ask that you please refrain from any flash photography or video lighting. Once again, please no flash photography or video lighting inside the tunnel. You don't want to scare away our precious dinosaurs. Thank you.
Legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga Mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con plástico. Past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. Circle tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your steps as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Welcome aboard, friends. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs in the train at all times. Parents, please provide some of your keep them away from train opening. Next stop will be Mickey's Toontown Depot. Although Mickey's Toontown is currently closed, this will be your destination for all Fantasyland attractions.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his story with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of tier, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, a cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's...
We are now arriving at Mickey's Toontown Depot. As a reminder, please remain here until the train comes to a full complete stop. Once again, this is your destination for all Fantasyland attractions. Staying on board, we do ask that you move all the way down the benches so we can fit more guests on. Thank you so much.
Hello there.
The Marsh Brothers.
Okay.
My phone's dying, but I have to go to work after this, so it's like,
All right.
I better save.
Nice and warm inside your
my
tram.
tram.
Welcome aboard, friends. For your safety, please remain seated, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Parents, please provide your children, keep them away from train opening. Next stop will be Tomorrowland Station.
Please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, manteniendo las manos y los brazos